Tervetuloa sitten pitkän erätauon viettoon ja meillä on vieraana yksi, no voikaan sanoa jo yksi pitkäaikaisista ulkomaalaisvahvistuksista miesten mestaruusliigassa, Carmody, ja niin kuin näkyy, teemme haastattelut maskit päällä ja turvaetäisyyksiä noudattaen. So Tommy, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How's life?
It's going well. It's a good place to be right now, especially with everything happening in the world. So excited to be here and excited to still be playing volleyball.
I spoke with many foreign athletes during last 10 months, not only volleyball players, but ice hockey players, footballers, and they keep saying the same about their coming to Finland. This feels safe to be in this country. What do you say?
Yeah, I mean, then that was a big one of the big reasons when during the off season considering that and making sure it was somewhere where I really wanted to be, because you never know what's going to happen, especially during this time. So and really having a nice second home here with my girlfriend and their family and all that really makes it a really nice, safe place to be for me. So.
Yeah, was it so? It was an easy decision, relatively easy, to return to Vantaa.
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, it was a great team here, and I mean, we really rolled during the after I got here and on, and that was nice and exciting. And I mean, most of the young core is back, so made it a pretty easy decision in my mind.
So you enjoyed your time here?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's fun. It's always volleyball, so I mean, you can never say too many bad things about it.
Yeah, you're one of the most experienced players in this team. Mm-hmm. Nice way to say that, second oldest.
Yep.
What do you say about your role here?
I mean, yeah, it's a little bit different than I would think, or than really even when I was thinking about coming back, because it's not really something I thought about, being 27 and ended up being the second oldest person on the team. And coming from last year where you already had an established Tony here, so it was established and one of the best players to go through Finnish volleyball. And then you had Mike and the setter are already established here, and and Posse. And so it wasn't really a thought in my mind last year. It was really kind of come in and be a driving force and practice and moving forward in games and such. And now this year it's kind of hey, now you're old and time to be a leader. So,
do you consider yourself as a leader?
Yeah, I mean, it's never something that I really consider myself to go ahead and take. But I mean, I think everyone on a team does have to be a leader in some sort. And yeah, while I still might be a little bit more quiet than most vocal leaders, I would still like to consider myself a leader, and at least in the regards of, I mean, pushing forward and making sure that we're always on track.
So what do you say about the start of this season?
I mean, I think it's going about. I mean, of course, some of those 5-set games we'd like to go the other way, but that doesn't always happen. And I mean, looking back, I mean, this is a very young team, and keeping the level always high is a tall task to ask, and especially for young guys that are going to kind of go up and down. And I mean, I'm still not that old, so I'm still going to waver a little bit too. And I think that just comes with experience and time, and of course that's just going to come over those kind of games and those kind of 5-set games that we played. So I mean, I think it's a really, really great starting point for us as a team.
So you came to Finland first time 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. What do you remember about your first thoughts about this country?
I mean, my first thoughts was when I got here, because it just come from the airport and then it's a 2.5-hour drive up to Sastamala. And
a lot of forests.
Yeah, a lot of forests. and the manager at that time brought me through a whole bunch of the back roads, because it was a little bit faster going that way. And so yeah, it was really kind of that was my immediate thought was, wow, there's a lot of countryside, a lot of forest and all that sort of stuff. And after that, I mean, I thought all the people were a lot nicer than I really thought too. So that was probably the second big surprise, and very welcome surprise too, because I mean, you always hear a lot of guys coming over here and they're going to places where they're not so nice to foreigners sometimes, and come here and they're so friendly and so nice. So yeah, those are the definitely the biggest two takeaways.
So it was easy for you to adapt to the Finnish society.
Yeah, for sure. So because it was everyone was so friendly, especially there. It's such a small town, so friendly there. So it was very nice.
So I think that when the team kept winning, it made it easier for you also.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, winning is nice.
To have a good time.
Yeah. Win is nice. Yeah, having great guys on a team is always very nice, and that's why I'm still here. It's great guys on a team. It's always good to go back to. So.
2 years in Valepa, 2 double championships.
Mm-hmm.
You won the league on the both seasons and the cup on the both seasons. What made you such a good team? And what makes that organization so good that they're on the top every year?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it does have to get attributed to the people around the club, because they're very willing to build that club and have it where it is right now and really push forward in Finnish volleyball, not only just inside of Finland, but make sure Finnish volleyball is really on a path of growth rather than just kind of staying stagnant. So I mean that's huge coming from them as an organization and as the people surrounding the organization. And then during those 2 years, it comes a lot again to having great guys on the team and really being able to say you're going as a team going forward, because you can have lots of pieces of talent and lots of individual talent on a team in volleyball, but without having a lot of team cohesiveness, it's very much a team sport. One person can't pass, set, and hit. So it makes it very, very great for the team if you can really have all those and have a great teamship and camaraderie between it. So, and that's really what I think brought Valepa up there.
What was it like? What kind of achievement do you regard that you got to play also Champions League?
That was that was great. I mean, it's always a dream, I think, for any volleyball player, or really any sports person that plays in Europe.
Yeah, you played with the best of the best.
Yeah, exactly. It's the greatest. It's the greatest pinnacle of basically like club sport, professional sport, outside of playing for national teams and stuff like that. So I mean, to be able to do that and to be able to be one of the few and get there and play in those arenas it's special. Yeah.
You got also selected for the league All-Stars after your first season. What did you think about that at the time?
I mean, at the time, it's of course something you always strive for. So I mean, being able to stay there or get there and then be actually chosen it's always exciting.
So now season's just begun. About 5 games per team. What kind of season are we having ahead of us?
I mean, I think it's going to be an interesting season, not only because of coronavirus and what that might end up holding for the league, but also because I think, I think I've said in a few interviews, is that as a whole, the Finnish Mestaruusliiga has been really kind of rising as a league, and all the teams have been getting better and better and better, making it more of like a challenge to win every single game, where pretty much any team can win any night now. And that's, I think, what it's going to be throughout the rest of the season. So I think it should be a nice, interesting season and ready to battle for it.
So you like the level of competitiveness?
Yeah, because that's really nice, is where every team you play, no matter what, is always going to be a game there. So. Yeah.
So what does this team have to achieve that you can be satisfied after the season?
I mean, always going in, I mean, you'll be satisfied anywhere as long as the team played well as a team. I guess that'd be first and foremost in my mind. Because no matter where you finish, like those 5-set games or any kind of games can go either way. And it's tough when you lose, but I mean, as long as you can kind of go through it and say, hey, we played as a team, we played really well. The other team might have just played a little bit better. That's great. But of course, you'd always like to win a championship. So, so that's always one goal, and that's always one goal I'm always pushing for.
Once you've got it, you always want it more.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Okay. Hey, Tommy, thanks for this chat, and good luck for the rest of the season. And